Welcome to Skull Radio. Today with me on the phone is the death metal gods from Florida, John Tardy. How you doing today, John?
Hey, I'm doing good, especially you just got me out of practice.
Oh,
These guys, here, listen. Oh, I guess they just stopped as soon as I opened the door. But that's cool. I was just walking out of there, let them finish. They don't need me in there looking at them, so.
Cool. Well, how's things been going down there in Florida for you guys?
Hey, we're doing good, man. You got a lot going on now all of a sudden. Just been trying to finish up a new album. And we just put together a few shows up and down the East Coast we're going to run off and do. And we're actually going to have a live webcast from our New York show, which we really haven't even announced yet. So through the friends of ours that we developed at U-Nation, the website we've been working with, we're actually going to do a live webcast of our show from New York. So
sounds cool. You guys also are going to be on In Your Face radio show later today, right, with Death Metal Dave?
Yeah, it's Dick Dave to everybody out there. It's not Death Metal Dave. He tried to change his name, and we don't let him. But we've always called him Dick Dave. We keep calling him. But nonetheless, yeah, we've known Dave for a long time. So he's got his stuff set up out here in the studio right now. There you go. Come on. And so we'll be on his radio show here in just a couple hours.
Cool. Yeah, I look forward to hearing you guys on there, and we're going to be spreading the word about your tour you're kicking off Saturday.
Cool.
So that's East Coast Possession, right?
Yes, it is. Just a handful of dates. It really all kind of revolving around that New York show that we set up. But we just decided to go ahead and pick up we've been home for a while, actually, and we're all sitting here going a little bit crazy, staring at each other. So we just said, let's just go run up and down the East Coast. We're doing like 7 shows at a couple of venues, and just get us out of here for a little bit. We've been writing for a while, so we're just been a little cooped up and just kind of ready to get out of here for a little bit.
Sounds good. You guys going to try and get on the 70 tons of metal?
Well, we've already told them that we would love to do it. So we're just kind of waiting from them, that's for sure.
They've got 12 more to announce. I'm going to be on there interviewing Atheist and Pestilence again and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Hope to see you guys on.
Do they have a big lineup? Because I haven't even looked at it as of lately. They got a bunch of bands they already announced?
Yeah, there's about 28. I think they got Suffocation, Cannibal Corpse, Atheist, Pestilence, Overkill.
Yeah, so it probably sounds like they have it covered for now. We did it that first year. It was a lot of fun. We really had a good time with that, and certainly told them we'd be available again. But at the same time, I'm sure they like to change the lineup, for people that like to go, every year to that thing. So.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it last year. I was hoping you guys would be on this year. That'd be killer.
Well, maybe next year. It is a good time. You're going to have fun no matter what. I mean, it is. I know the ship we were on, they ran out of beer on the way before we even hit the first port. They said they sold like 2 times the amount of beer that they would normally sell on a whole cruise, and they sold it before they even hit Cozumel. So, and people were either just standing upright drinking and listening to music, or they were passed out, and then as soon as they get back up, they go right back to it again. So
yeah,
it was pretty cool.
I'm looking forward to it, that's for sure. We'll be playing this on our Metal Assault station, too. This is radio you can watch, so you can see me in the studio right now, but
cool.
We'll turn it into an MP3 and throw it on our other station as well, and we got over 40,000 listeners over there, too. So,
nice.
So, I don't even know. I met you years ago, probably around 2000. I'm sure you meet a million people. You were at Ybor City, and you walked into a Fat Tuesdays, and we ended up sitting there talking for a while, and you gave me an autograph.
Oh, a Fat Tuesdays.
Yeah, it's a grain alcohol place, I talked to you for a little while, and you're
days down there. But I do kind of remember because I don't go down to Ybor all that often. I remember hanging out there, but I thought we were at that Green Iguana place.
Yeah, you weren't playing or anything. You just had walked in off the street, and another guy. After I talked to you for a few minutes, another guy goes, "Do you know who you're talking to?" And I was like, "No." And he goes, "This is John Tardy." I was like, "No shit! Oh my god!" So. Yeah.
Oh, cool. There you go.
Yeah, he signed a napkin for me and stuff. So.
Cool.
I really enjoyed talking to you that time, but I still love all your albums, but Slowly We Rot is still like one of my official killer albums that we play here every week on the station here.
All right, nothing wrong with that.
Cause of Death, I like End Complete. What's some of your favorite tracks that you're going to be playing live out on this mini tour?
Oh God, there's a lot of. I mean, we like to play a little bit of everything. I mean, we actually try and play something off of every record. Because we got so much material to choose from nowadays that it seems that no matter what we do and no matter how we try to arrange it, somebody's always like, "How come you didn't play this?" So you always got that disappointed guy that says, "How come you didn't play that?" And he'll name a song that's like, "Damn, I don't know why we didn't play that." But we just played 20 songs tonight, and we played something off every album, so we try and mix it up the best we can. So it's hard to say. I mean, obviously, when we kick in the Slowly Rot is always fun because people usually always go crazy during that song. But I've been enjoying playing some of our newer music. A couple of songs off the new album, which are always fun for us because they're still new to us, even though we've played them for a while now. But some of the other songs off Soul we've been playing for a long time, so it's fun for us to do the new music.
So you guys worked with Scott Burns down there in Morrisound. Are you still doing your stuff with him?
No, I mean Scott Burns. He doesn't really even produce anymore. So
yeah, I haven't. I don't know that much about the Florida scene.
Yeah, no, he stopped kind of producing for a while back, and hasn't been doing much of that. But I still talk to him all the time. He texts me, on a regular basis, and I call him on a regular basis. He's a big football fan, and so am I. So we always talk and discuss that. We built our own studio. It's really what we did a few albums back.
Is that the Redneck Studio?
Yeah, it's just so-called dubbed that. I mean, we don't really, there's been a handful of bands, mostly friends of ours, that kind of come in and use it just because we allow them to do that. So it's not really like a studio for hire kind of place, even though we do have some friends that manage to sneak in here and get some work done, which is fun. We're learning how to do it, running Pro Tools and stuff, just like on our own and stuff like that. But we actually track all our music here. But at the end of the day, we kind of wrap up shop and head over to Mark Prater's studio. He's a much better Pro Tools guy and engineer than we are. Plus, it's another ear to listen to after we've been, writing the music and recording the music. It's nice to kind of get out of here and let him clean it up and do it real proper.
So how long have you guys been on Candlelight? I know you started off on Roadrunner back in the day.
Frozen in Time was our last album with Roadrunner, and then the next couple we did with Candlelight, and we actually aren't even with them anymore. We decided to. I think what we're trying to do more than anything right now is put the album out ourselves. Just do it on, put it out on our own label.
Cool.
But we'll see how that goes. I mean, we got a couple of offers out there that we're talking with other people also, and we'll probably kind of partner up with somebody to help us do some of it. But still, we're trying to do as much of it as we can nowadays. That's for sure. So,
what are some of the new tracks going to be coming out on this new CD? If you don't mind me asking.
Titles?
Yeah.
Nope. Man, you don't. We sit there and come up with some stupid working titles, and those things stick until we're forced to label them with a thing. I haven't been doing that much writing of the lyrics as where I come up with all the ideas for the titles that I do. I just been kind of mumbling through them as these guys are going and laying them out. Where I kind of, we start off playing some rhythms, and I'm kind of like, yeah, that is something I'd like to sing to. So let's do it kind of this many times. And I just kind of hum it out to myself to kind of start picking out the areas that I want to sing. So I haven't sat down and actually started writing that many lyrics right now, which is where I kind of get most of the ideas for the song titles that come up. So I really can't share much with you there.
Cool.
But some of the music, that's coming out is actually pretty cool. So we've been having a good time with it, man. Having our own studio here just makes all the difference in the world. At any given time, we're sitting there recording. And it sounds awesome all the time. So it still freaks me out even having a studio here for a few years. So
yeah, it's always more fun when there's no pressure from going by the hour and all that crap.
Oh man, I honestly don't even know if we would get an album done nowadays. it just with everybody's schedule and doing this and that and all over the place, it would be so hard to try and book time in a studio and go down there or whatever. So the power to come out here, like me and DT, me and my brother. I mean, we usually come out here at 10 o'clock in the morning, a couple cups of coffee, and, by noon or 1, we've literally either laid down tracks or did some mixing or whatever we're going to do. So we like to kind of get started and wrap it up early and then, start having a few cool ones after that. So,
Man, that sounds like a good day.
Yeah, they like the hours that we put in, right?
Hell yeah.
10-1.
Yeah, I could roll with that.
But,
Play some metal for a few
yeah.
hours and then drink some beers. Fucking right.
Exactly. Well, especially when you're in the studio, like for me, it's not like I'm going to go out there and then try and sing 4 songs in a day or something. I really just concentrate song by song and just do a little at a time and just take my time with it.
What are you guys into lyrically now? What you got any ideas for what you'll be writing these songs about?
I guess kind of Obituary is what it is. We just kind of stick with what we do and what we know. It may not be as graphic and gory as some bands, like the Cannibals of the world, and certainly not any satanic kind of things like the Deicides of the world, whatever they do. Obituary kind of it's heavy, it's angry, and it's got its morbid parts to it, and we're just trying to kind of go with that. So I don't think you're going to see much change. I think we've been kind of into our groove here and like to just like to do what we do. So.
Well, I love what you guys do. I've interviewed quite a few bands over the summer here, and I was bugging Liz about getting you probably for 2 or 3 months, if just to get to talk to you guys, because I really love the brutal shit.
Yeah, well, I won't whisper in your ear that I already got the new Lamb of God album, but I can't obviously give that to anybody. So, yeah, we're good friends with Chris Adler, and my brother are pretty good friends, and he actually sent us that new album. And so you guys, the new Lamb of God album will not disappoint.
Kick ass. Yeah, I can't wait. We play Redneck and some other stuff. All the different DJs here play different stuff, and I'm Extreme Sundays, so this will be rebroadcast on Sunday, and I usually keep it pretty sick.
There you go.
So any funny stories you could share about like a backstage or a tour or anything like that?
No, they don't have anything ever happen on tour. It's very calm and peaceful, and nothing goes wrong or funny at all.
Damn. I was hoping to get something out of you.
God, that's just so hard to say. There's just, as you can only imagine, especially some of these festivals, they're a lot of fun for us because we get to go over there. Sometimes our schedule gets a little grueling because we got to play and then get to an airport and fly, because a lot of times the festivals are kind of far apart from each other, so kind of doing by bus gets tough. And it's kind of tough to set up a tour during festival season, as much as that sounds like it would be cool, play some festivals, play some shows, and go around. But, a lot of these festivals don't like you to play anywhere kind of near their festival, anytime near the thing. So when it comes festival time, we like to just cruise over there, and we usually wind up flying around. But for the most part, it's not like we're trying to do, like when we go on tour, we might do 30 shows in 33 days kind of thing, which can just be brutal, especially on me nowadays. It takes a lot. So the festivals for us are fun because we usually have a little bit more relaxed time, and you have all these bands that show up there. And it seems like I'd run into some people that live right here at home, like John Olivas of the world. I run into him, seems like in Europe more than I run to him here. And any time that we're on a festival together and after the shows are around, he is an absolute party animal to hang out with and have an absolute blast with. So, just some of the bands you get to hang out and see and just have a few cool ones with is just so much fun.
What's one of the shows, if you had to pick one that sticks out in your head, is like really awesome pit or just a great set or something that was really cool? A festival or?
Yeah, the Grass Pop Festival is, to me, there's some bigger festivals, maybe like the Download in England or something. There's a couple of bigger ones. But, the Grass Pop is really getting huge nowadays in Belgium, and they just really, really put together a good festival. The Wacken festivals are always really huge and insane. I tell you walk out on stage and you look over 50,000 people piled in there standing and looking back at you, and you go to start that first song, and it's like I try and get through the first 2 lines, and I just feel like I completely have no more air left, and I can't even breathe anymore. It literally just sucks all the wind out of you. It's that first couple of verses. You just walk out there, and it overwhelms you, and you try a little hard, and there's nothing you can do about it, and you're just bound to sit there and mess up the first couple of lines because you're just gasping for air, trying to calm down and get out there. So those festivals are quite amazing, and the feeling you get from that crowd and that many people sitting there looking at you going crazy, it is something.
Yeah, we just talked with Dora Pesh about that Wacken show, and she said it was really good this year.
Yeah, the Wacken's a good one. We're hoping that we kind of took the whole summer off from the festivals. So hopefully this year, we get booked on a whole bunch of more festivals this year. Keeps us busy. So.
Well, we're keeping the word out about you, that's for sure. We play you on a regular basis, and you're on heavy rotation on our Metal Assault radio station. So.
Yeah, man. By all means, just go out, check out the website obituary.cc, and just look at some of those tour dates. I know we're running up and down the East Coast, so we won't be out west at all this time around. But it's really not a tour per se. Like I said, we've just been kind of getting antsy and a little bit bored, and we set this show up. It's going to be a free podcast over the internet. So just give me a few more days for the official announcement. I'll show you how it's going to go down. You'll check out the website, but you'll be able to watch this gig from Santos Party House, which is Andrew WK's club, who's a friend of ours, and we're going to broadcast it live. So we're going to see how this works out.
That'll be tight. You guys taking a band with you on that East Coast possession then?
Yeah, Terry Butler, our bass player, he has another little project band that Greg Gall, his old drummer for 6 Feet Under, is drumming with, and Denial Fiend's going to be going with us. And then we got some local bands that will kind of pick up some of those other spots as we go around. But Denial Fiend's going and doing these shows with us. So
cool. Will you be able to buy your album since you're putting it out yourself? That'll be available on your website when you're done.
Oh yeah. We'll be able to. You'll get it from digital download. You get the albums. We'll have it. We can get this distribution. We're not exactly sure how the whole thing's going to go down yet, but it's going to be a lot more available than Candlelight had our last album here in America. That's for sure.
Yeah, I've still got your Executioner demos and stuff, so I'm an old fan.
There you go.
I'm 46, but I still love the sick metal, and I've refused to grow up.
There you go. You know what? It keeps you young and acting like a fool, but it's fun.
Well, before I let you go, I know you got a bunch going on today. Could we get a station ID from you for our Skull Radio?
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Cool. I'll just lay back here and let you do your thing. Just say, your name and you're listening to Skull Records Radio, and we'll get that played before all your music.
Cool. It's Skull Records Radio. That's the name of the program?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, you ready?
Go ahead, man. You're on.
Right. Hey, this is John Tardy with Obituary. You're listening to Skull Record Radio. Or should I say records?
Either one.
I didn't hit the S in there.
It's all right.
Well, if you think that will work, I'll do it again with the records if you want.
If you can, that's no big deal. I guess
this
time.
Just hit it again. I'll just hit it again real fast, and you'll have to.
Okay, cool.
All right, here we go. Hey, this is John Tardy with Obituary. You're listening to Skull Records Radio.
Thanks a million, man, for taking the time out today to talk with us, and I'll be...
Hey, man, back at you. I appreciate you making the time for us and being a fan over the years.
Yeah, I can post this up on your Facebook, and it's actually got a link just like YouTube so kids can watch it. It's radio you can watch here, so...
There you go. Awesome.
Cool. I'll put it up there, and thanks again, John. I'll see you out on the road soon.
Hey, you got it, man. If you ever need anything, you can, if you've been in touch with Liz if you do a lot of radio, you probably talk to Liz a lot. But, if you ever need anything from me, just you get in touch with me. You got my phone numbers. You just let me know, and I'll be happy to take care of it.
Wow, that's awesome. Thanks again, man.
Okay, brother.
Enjoy your radio tonight.
Thank you, man. See you.
I'll see you.